year with a big bang at 2016, and it's not really looking good.
And I remember that was how we started too when Coach David Keshi took this team to South Africa. But yeah, I mean, let's look at other things we can learn from friendlies as these, apart from just playing to either win or just kick the ball. Character can also be learned from. If you score a goal at the 84th minute and you're conceding, character is missing.
First, I disagree with Wale a little. I don't question the fitness of the players. I think the opponents we played against, it was more than a friendly to some of them, and that's what Coach Sunday will say, complain about. You play a game, the players that seem to do well get heavy knocks. I mean, Chisom Chikatara, Tunde Adeniji, got heavy knocks, and you look, it's a friendly. So the level of seriousness with which some of our opponents. I'm not saying that you go into friendly without being serious, but of course, if the opposition would rather die than lose to you, you know what's going to come, and that's why some of those things.
But remember that the opposition also is preparing for chance.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You see, that's why I said I agree with you. It's just that it's not the fitness. It's just because these guys. And Coach Sunday complained bitterly, especially after that friendly yesterday. Yeah. Complained bitterly. We're not able to see 90 minutes. But from what he said, I gathered that he was not happy with the way felt the guys didn't get enough protection, and that the opponents were just haul out to stop the players at any cost. And we're seeing the results
in the next game
on the table right now. But then again, if you're talking about character, if you're talking about all the other lessons that you could learn from friendlies. This is one of them. If you go into tournaments, you find a way to get on the score sheet, and you lose it within a few minutes to the end of the game. It calls to question how you're able to see out matches.
That's
it calls to question the discipline in the side.
Because if it's a final game and it gets to extra time,
what if you needed a win? The other side needed a draw.
Boston is just a game. I think we would like to finalize our findings or our thoughts on the Super Eagles after that game against Cote d'Ivoire, where I can come back and talk
assess the team before the competition.
Our last game was 3-0. We won really well.
Okay, that's right. These guys and their opinion. Let's go to Pretoria in South Africa, where the media officer of the Super Eagles of Nigeria, Toyin Ibito, is standing by to speak to us. Good evening, Toyin, and welcome to the show.
Thank you, Austin. Good evening.
Okay, Toyin. After seeing that friendly game between the Super Eagles of Nigeria and the Palancas Negras of Angola, what were the major talking points for you?
A lot of positives out of that game. It's been a very, very tough day, mentally and emotionally for every member of the team. After the news, the death and the killing of the head of protocol, Ibrahim Abubakar. Because this was a guy that just helped the team and the players to pick up for this job. So it was a tough one for the boys, but it's what they get to do it, not to play the friendly game. It was a very, very good game. Spirit, very competitive. The boys. We decided to rest the players, not to average that they were fighting. We're not just and we put that control. We play and we're looking at the last game on against the Cote d'Ivoire. Hopefully, around that, we have the coach tomorrow having just an hour the rest of the day. It was announced that on Friday, the work will be given to all.
Okay, we'll get back to Toyin again because we're losing connection. We'll try and re-establish connection and get Toyin talking again. But Toyin is still sticking to his lines. There's quality in this team.
I can't agree less.
Yeah.
I agree with him. As regards quality in the team, One of the comments, one of the ex-internationals who visited the camp of the Eagles said that is that as individuals, these guys are very, very good. Collectively, as a team, that there's a lot of work to do. Whether or not we'll be able to do that in the next few days before the tournament is left to be seen. But of course, I'm happy that Coach Sunday Olise is having time. With this, is really in charge. You know, all the stories you've heard about him leaving his job to the assistants. It's not that anymore. He's trying to put his philosophy into those boys. You cannot question that those guys in the squad are a reflection of the best players. You might have one or two. You can't please everybody. You have, but that's the best. That's a true reflection of the best players on the domestic scene. So I don't really have a problem. I hope they'll be able to gel together as a team, so that you can have that collective experience. I've always had problems with teams that have individuals. Manchester City, for instance, in the English Premier League, typifies that, where you have good players individual, but collectively as a team, they don't really have experience to rely on. You have players who have won a lot of things individually, separately, or maybe with different clubs, and also it comes to play here. But I'm hoping that in the days ahead, and maybe after that last friendly, we're going to pray that Sunday Olise would have been able to finish whatever he's trying to put into those boys, and maybe with a little bit of luck, because even as a good team, you still need luck as well.
That's
It
right.
has to go your way. So all of those, all the right mix, the right ingredients put together, this guy's the championship material. I believe so.
I can't disagree with that, Yemi. Yes, Olawale, we've seen the quality in this team because, I mean, we followed the league and we saw what these players from the league gave to us. But do you think they'll miss Bola and Salami?
Of course. You don't score 17 goals in a season, and you're the ultra, you're the captain of the team. There's no way you won't be missed. I think they will miss him because he comes with a different package. He's a bully. He's strong. I think it's a defender's nightmare, and that will have been one factor we'll have gone into Chan with, because the defenders will be wary of Bola and what he brings. He can play from the right, play from the left, and most importantly, play from the middle. And I think we'll miss that. But with Tunde Adeniji, there's also goals in there, but is there consistency in those goals? That is one thing I question. Started the season on fire, remember, but he lost his way. Just as Sunshine Stars as a club also lost their way. So
maybe you start telling Sunday Olise, let's start seeing more of Prince Agre.
Yeah, maybe. Prince, but Prince also is not a striker like that. I think Prince dwells much more behind the striker. That's the problem. But with Tunde out, maybe Prince also would get a role going forward. That's what I think. And also don't forget that I've got Chisom Chikatara.
That's right.
If he's fit enough, also can play as a front man. But also, if these players I mentioned, Chisom, Tunde, Paul Onobi, are not available for our first game, then we need to start looking at the quality we talked about. We know there's quality, but the quality seems to be dwindling. If we've got three important members, Paul Onobi is a key member. Remember what he did against Swaziland, where we knew, or some theorists that he kept John Mikel Obi out of the team. So there's quality, but that quality might be dwindling if these guys are not fit enough. But I think they'll be back quick enough for that first game against Nigeria Republic. But going forward, I think we'll miss Bola. It's the captain of the team. There's this influence also brings. I know that some players also look up to Bola Salami in there because they feel he's a big player, and I also think he's a big player too. So we are professional. They are professionals.
That's right.
So if you're professionals, you should be able to move above that and do your job as a player. And I think Sunday Olise will tell them that without Bola Salam, you can do the job and you can go on to win champions.
Particularly when you think he's the star player, you should be able to learn from him. I mean, if he's not around, you want to take his position.
Yeah, and I'm looking at Chimakas. Chimakas is the captain now. The onus lies on him to rally the boys, cheer the boys. Not even what happened to Nigerian football today with the head of protocol that we lost today. I know that psychologically also that goes into affecting the players. Chimakas and whoever the vice captain is, because there are three players vying for that vice captaincy. Whoever they are, they need to cheer the players and tell them that we have to do this for ourselves. We have to do this for the country, and we need to do this for history too. We've never won CHAN before.
That's right. I mean, and I'm looking at the midfield play. I think Coach Sunday Olise might just tie his entire strategy, tactics, when you have the likes of Mohamed Usman, even Ezekiel Bassi, and Osas, Okoro, to an extent, that can come and then bring his creativity. So Coach Sunday Olise might just use that to actually put up a winning team.
He has a good problem, you know. A lot of people will think that I'm just singing about how good I think this team is, but you know, I'm saying what I believe, and I feel this team is good enough, and I'm not even going to try to worry about what it will do, how it will play those players. You know, he talked about some beautiful combinations, how players can fit in.